Ho, ho, ho. A special Christmas Day edition of what's Jimmy think about it? Yeah. I started a whole bunch of articles. What's Jimmy think? Yep, on a website. And now, here I am. You know, we can go full screen. There we go. We got my special Christmas shirt so you can see. There is some holiday, whatever, in this little den. Yeah, that turns out pretty good. You can see my headphones and my special crazy. Marilyn found this and bought them for everybody. Our two Florida boys are coming over at about 3, I think. We just built the lasagna, and now it's covered in foil and ready to go in the oven in about 2 hours. It's cold, so now it'll... I can't hear myself think. Epidemic sound, instrumental. Slow it down. There we go. Wow. I need to recalibrate. There we go. Now we got it. That's pretty good. We'll see how that goes. It comes right through on the headphones big time. So just keep you up to the current events. Someone in Arkansas has won the second largest Powerball in the history of, I guess, the United States. 1.8 billion. See, now when you get a number that's that huge, do you really, so the payout is $835,800,000. That's the lump sum. And of course, the IRS is going to withhold 24%. So your 1.8 billion shrinks 600. Facebook already crapped out on me. Well, instead of this being a simulcast, it's something short of that. There we go. Give you full screen on these. So you can see on the 4th row, which is yellow for your convenience, 1.8 billion. It's 1817000, according to the lottery people, the Powerball people. Pulled last night at 10:59 p.m. So the payout after the 24% withholding is $635 million, which that's a lot of cash. Now the next column, where it shows 526 million, God, that's your net. See the payout. After the additional 30, because you're going to be at the maximum tax rate of 37%. It's hard to believe you'd had enough exemptions to shrink that by much. So you need to put $100 million in the side pocket. So when you do your tax returns in April, you got that $100 million for certain in an escrow account somewhere, so that you don't have Uncle Sam coming after you for $100 million. You'd be in jail for a long time. Whoops. So now it comes to the point where you know, you see your, let's see, this annuity after withholding. Okay. So that 45 million, can you believe it? That $45 million number, which I'm expanding here, that's after tax. That's after your withholding. So you get that on the first. Where's that? Let's see. Hold on. Hold the phone here. All right, I have to go to numbers. The actual software program. This is. There we go. This is a new. Let's do it. Let's do a print screen of this, so we don't louse up numbers. You know, because this I can expand and contract and not louse up my spreadsheet. This is the actual spreadsheet, and we're gonna actually just back out of this. And all right, now I'm going to go back to photographs. Sorry. There's a little process here. Bingo. So what I did, so, you know, when the number gets so big, like, let's assume you're like 40 years old and you bought this ticket. Now, what would be wrong with taking with the annuity payout instead of this lump sum stuff? Because look, you're going to get 45 million. So let's say you choose the annuity. I'm trying to pitch the annuity here. So we're going to look at this annuity, these two columns. So in year one, you're going to get 45,980,000, and that's after the 24% withholding. Now, you still may have another, 10% tax, 13% tax, So, you can put a couple of million in the side pocket to pay that additional, you're not going to spend 45 million, because in a year and a day, so you get this day one, literally. The last column there, so the first, let's just read the column here. Annual annuity estimated initial payment after the 24% withholding. That's the 45,980. I've done all this with formulas, so, it's good to the nearest 10,000. Now the next column, the last column, this 48 million guy, that's the annuity payment estimated for the next payment. In other words, that would be a year from now. You're going to get 48 million instead of 45 million because it grows by 5%. I'm not going to do another column because you can get the joke. You can take 48,129 and multiply it by, I'll do it for you. Let's get our trusty calculator on here and clear this. All these huge numbers that. All right, we're going to take 48,279. 48,279,000. 48, there you go. And we're going to multiply it by times 1.05 because that payment's going to grow again. Look, 50,692,000. So that's the second year. So you really have to, I don't know, at my age, so it goes 48 million to 50 million. This is almost 46 million. So 46, 48, 50, 52, 54. So this you get day one. This you get in a year. So basically within a year you're getting 90. $94 million in a year and a day. Half of it, immediately, and the other half later. And the third, so year two, it's the third column, but it's year two is 50 million. And then it's 53 million. And then, because the 5% is compounding. I mean, it almost, when you get a number this big, assuming you're not, I'm 80 years old, so imagine I'm 80 years old. I get it. It's embarrassing to say it. Well, it shouldn't be embarrassed. 80 is 80, right? Better than not. Yeah, I mean, the alternative is a whole lot worse, as they say, as I say frequently. But if you're 30, 40 years old, I'd seriously consider the annuity because the annual payment is so huge. It's like every year you win a lottery again because $50 million. So year zero, year one, year two. In year two, you're getting 50 million. In year three, it's 53 million. In year four, it's funny, so, by the time you get to 7 years, you've equaled, the lump sum. And in 7 years, you got 23 more years to go. So, gosh darn. Big. Now, if you were, if you wanted to wait, a couple of weeks, let's say a month before you get your payout, you're like salivating to get you want to get your hands on that 45 million, or you want to get your hands on that 50, that 525 million. Holy carabola. Woo! Now, you can always take that that 52 million. I mean, here's another choice. Anyway, so but before we get there is a case for taking the annuity because, in round numbers, you're going to get $50 million a year for 29 years. And I'd say you're going to average more than that because you compound 5%. By the time you get out to 20 years, your payment's $100 million instead of 45 million. I mean, can you imagine every year you get $100 million? That's a lot of money. So the annuity makes sense. The other thing you could do is you could take the lump sum of the 525 million. We got to take out the other 13%. I think I'm going to change that column and take it all out. It's only 4 months, and then you got to pay the other part. So I'm going to change the formula and just put it 37% in there and change the column headings. You want to watch me do that? I'll do that right in front of you. We'll go to numbers and touch the Powerball payout. There it is. I'm going to duplicate this There you go. So now I have two tabs that are same because I'm going to change this one. And now I have a backup because I duplicated the sheet. It's a spread sheet. So that's a sheet. I got a whole bunch of them, and I started from here to here to here. I mean, I added columns. Look how skinny it used to be. Now it's, whoa, mega. Yeah. I'm not going to do this for, maybe I'll swing over to the Mega Millions, because that's getting over 100 million now. So, yeah, I could just, I can hack this up and make it a Mega Millions one. Anyway, let's just, so we're going to go in here, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this cell. Whoops. Let's see. There we go. So now you see in the bottom there, lump sum payout, which is that column that's highlighted, the 834 million. So that's subject to 24. Oh, maybe I already did it. Payout estimate. What's this one? Jeez. Come on, baby, stay on numbers. There we go. All right, so the payout, subject to the 24%. And then this one is the payout, subject to the the other 13. Yeah. So that's the one, that's what you're going to get, you know, after you pay your 37%. So you may as well just, you know, let me just look at the cell math here, if I can. And I don't know why it's not popping up right away. Oh, there. Oh, okay. There we go. So that's the 63. So that's the lump sum and take out. So if 37% is the tax, then 63% is what you retain. So that's why it says 0.63. 63% is 0.63 in decimals. So that math is correct. This column is correct. So what we're changing is this column. There we go. So we have it rounded. You can see the rounding. Took me a few tries to get that right. So instead of the 24%, we can put a bracket in here and make it really official. And you would say 1.0 minus, whoops, minus 0.37. Okay? So 100% minus 37% is what you retain. Get rid of that decimal. So let's see if that syntax works. Hit the check mark, the green check mark. And there we go. It looks like a winner. So we have 1 minus 0.37, the maximum tax. So now that payment, that would be your payment after. So now let's change this column heading. After federal tax of $37. That way, so now we are showing that column as that's your net after all taxes. And then this one is that times 1.05, which gives you, let's take a look. I don't get what. There we go. it takes that column, HI, column I, yep, times 1.05. I just wanted to show that it's 38 one year, then it's 40 million the next, then a year after that it's 41 and a half, 42 and a half million, then the next one, it's 45 million. So it's growing at 5% a year. So if you didn't compound, if you just took 10 years at 5%, that's 50%. 50% of 40 is 20. So in year 10, you're going to be over 60 million. You're going to be 70 million. So every year you get 70 million? I mean, shit. That prevents you from blowing the whole goddamn thing. The other thing you could do, if you didn't want the state lottery, you wanted to have your annuity paid out of, another company instead of the Powerball people. Who the hell knows who actually holds the annuity? Now they go to, meaning the Powerball people. I can't hear myself think. Epidemic, would you please turn the sound down? If you wanted to make up your own annuity, you found a better one, bigger return, more flexible ways in which you can make your payment. You could take the 525 million payout after all taxes. Yeah. And take half of that. Take 300 million. Keep 200 million. Keep 225 million in the side pocket, and take 300 million, and do annuity out of that. Do a 10-year annuity if you don't want to. If let's say you're 50, and you want to pay out over 10 years instead of 30 years, you could do that with 300 million. Do a 10-year. So that would give you that extra 40 million every year, 40 or 50 million. More, it would be more than that. And that way you get 200 million right away, and you get, like 400 million back over 10 years. It's a lot of money. And that way it's all your cash, your banks. You don't have to worry about Powerball, and did they put it in a safe annuity, You could take the annuity and secure it with gold, have a gold reserve backing it up. You could do lots of things if you do your own annuity. If I won that kind of money, I would buy a whole bunch of gold. I would go to, the biggest, strongest gold retailer that sells bullion coins. I would buy a whole bunch of bullion coins. Keep them vaulted in several locations. Like take that 300 million and buy gold. Buy up gold all over the place. 300 million is not a huge gold investment on a global basis. It's huge from a person, but a lot of banks have, billions of dollars worth of gold. $1 billion, $500 million. So it wouldn't be crazy. It wouldn't upset the gold market if you went in there and over a couple of week period, you had your financial guy who you watch carefully, buy $300 million worth of gold for you. 10, $30 million purchases over 10 days. And you put that gold in a vault. And you keep, the next 30 million gold investment that you buy, you put that in a different place. And so you have 10 different places, you document this well so you don't forget where it is. You take some physical gold and put it in safety deposit boxes in several banks. Just so you have a lot of different ways to get your money, because 10 or 20 years from now, you don't know what crazy crap is going to go on. With our government, with the banking system, because this is a one-time thing, and you want to make sure it's safe. Precious metal is that's about the safest thing out there right now. The other thing is diamonds, which condenses, the volume and the weight. If you bought $30 million worth of diamonds, the question is, you don't know anything about diamonds. That's the problem with that. So then you got to hire a guy that he knows something about diamonds, and when you want to sell them, then you got to go to somebody that that can assay them properly. But bullion gold coins, even though there's a way to buy gold that's cheaper, you get the bullion things, which cost $50,000 a bar. I'd rather have the coins. They're $4,500 a piece right now based on the current gold price. So you can, let's get our trusty math calculator out of here. Did we change these columns? Let's see. So that's the next payment with a 5% increase. Okay, I show that. This is the 37. Let's go here and see what that looks like. Oh yeah, there you go. So that is the Powerball divided by 30, because you can get 30 payments. The first payment you get immediately, and it's after tax, because you can see that 37% tax, 0.37. So that leaves 0.63 as what you get. That's what the 38 is. Now the next payment, the next column, shows the former column plus 5%. I'm not going to go out and do more columns, because once you get there, you get the joke. All right. After the federal income tax of 24%. Get rid of this tax. There we go. We're working right in the spreadsheet now. Annual annuity estimated. Next payment. Let's see if I can add a few words for. There you go. That didn't mess anything up. Annual annuity estimated for the next payment. I could call it the second payment. I'll just delete next. Grows 5% per year. After the withholding of 37%. That's why I went in there. There you go. And this is annual annuity estimated for the initial payment after tax, after the federal tax of 37%. we're just going to assume you're just going to pay the tax right away. So the annuity, they're going to take out 24%. You just write a check for the other 13%. Just get it over with. Because it's too much money. It's a couple $1,000,000. So, 10% of 38 million is 3.8 million. So, you want to put $4 million in the side pocket, or just write the check for the other 13% right away and get it over with, and just send it to the IRS with your Social Security number on it, and that's an advance payment. They'll take it. You betcha. All right, so I think we've fixed the spreadsheet up pretty good. It took us 4 lines of caption there, and it's 5 lines. Let's see if we got it right. Annual annuity estimated for the next payment. Yep. Grows at plus 5% per year after the federal income tax of 37%. We got an extra little, maybe it's better to after the 37% federal income tax. There we go. The column before that says annual annuity estimated for the initial payment after the federal tax of 37%. All right. So we're paying full taxes on all these columns. And that shows you how 38 gets to 40. So that's what I'm saying. When you're, if you're a kid, and if you're like I said, I'm 80. So if you're 40, if you're 40 now, you're probably going to get to 80 unless you get in a car accident. Drive a Tesla and you won't get in a car accident. You likely won't. But, the full self-driving in a Tesla is better than the human driver by about 7 times. There's 1/7 the accidents per million miles with full self-driving as opposed to the average human driver. All right, so we're done with this spreadsheet. So now I can just copy those rows down as I get new numbers. But we're going to stop this one because someone won it. So, oops. I'm going to duplicate that again because that one is now done. This is going to be G6, and this one is going to be, you can barely see the cursor on there. This is going to be and I'm going to make it 2026 Q1. And then we're gonna get. I'm not gonna do it this today, but I'm gonna get the. Oops, what's the other big lottery? Let's take a peek. I don't think I can get it on my iPad. Oops. All right, so in my money thing, here's my lottery app. Producers, how about getting Jimmy in the show here? There we go. I got all kinds of devices running. Mega Million is 125 million. The next drawing is on Friday. This is Thursday. Yeah, tomorrow. 125 million. Mega Millions. So this is now going to be a Mega Million. And Powerball dropped to 20 million. I'm not going to do this. Because you could do this for like 3 months, before there's a winner. When it gets to 100 million, we'll do it when it gets to 100 million. And you don't open up a new app. You just put a new page on there, see? These two pages are identical. But I changed the number because this is going to be 2026. Even though this says December 26th, I'm just going to call it, because I'm going to assume this is going to go a couple of turns before we get a winner. I could be assuming wrong, but for the sake of, how many tabs you're going to have on, I can change the caption on that. That caption doesn't, I'm still going to put the right date here in this first row. Instead of Powerball, it's going to be Mega Millions. And we're going to start it. All right, what the heck. I might as well just show you right now. We'll do it together. There we go, Mega Millions. All right. Mega. M-E-G-A. Mega Millions lump sum. There we go. So there we go. I finally got there. Crap. There it is. All right. No one won, so we got to. Okay, that's going backwards in time. 80, 90, 100 million. The 23rd. And no one, this is winning numbers. So, Tuesday. So Mega Millions gets pulled Tuesday and Friday. Tuesday, Friday, Tuesday, Friday, Tuesday, Friday. So it's twice a week. Yeah, that would tend to grow faster. Anyway, so on December Tuesday, we'll start off with a Tuesday. So instead of Wednesday, we're going to call this Tuesday. Tuesday. This is how you do it, folks. And we're going to put the 100 million in there, December 23rd. Gosh, this type is so small. I guess I can, oops. I should be able to make it bigger. There we go. Now you can see what the hell's going on here. Monday? How do you... Oh, here we go. What the hell? All right, Tuesday, December when was the 23rd? And it was a nice even 100 million. Is that the right number? That's 100 million. There you go. That ain't chump change. We're going to get rid of this yellow. Oh, crap. My fingers are... there we go. Now we come up here to that brush. Cell. The cell fill color is going to be white. There we go. All right, so 100 million. So I'm gonna delete all this, or delete all this. So we're just gonna erase all that. Bingo. Ah, I gotta go back. Nice thing about backspace. Back. You see that 45.95? That is the 45.95. 45.95. And we're going to change that to the format to a percent. Yes, but I want 2 decimal places. There we go. That's how we get the 45.95. So $100 million Mega Millions would give you a lump sum of 45 million. Still not chump change, is it? You get to the billions, 34 million, and something doesn't look right. 2. Let's see what happened here. All right, so that one's okay. What's with this column? Estimated jackpot divided by 30 after tax. Okay, so we got a smaller thing going here. Okay, and yeah, this would be, I'll just copy this and change. So, Command C, and then Command V. There we go. Now the only thing we got to do is get that background color. The cell fill back to white, yeah. It's easier to do that than copy that formula with the rounding and all. There you go. So that's it. So I'm going to take that, copy it down to all these cells, basically. Copy. That didn't work. Copy. Paste. All right, so now it's 125 million. 25. Oops. Yeah. And this is Friday. Tuesday and Friday. So I gotta get in here and put F. not Powerball. It's Mega Millions. M-E-G-A. And that is going to be the 27. There we go. We got to get rid of Powerball here because that's 10. These columns are a pain in the neck to do this stuff. But hey, what do you got to do there? There we go. Tuesday Mega Millions, Friday Mega Millions. Tuesday, Friday. And these right here, we just gotta just empty those out. Copy, paste. There we go. You're seeing, this is what you do when you're in the spreadsheet business. Getting all these columns and all this stuff, once you get it, then you just copy. Now we're going to go across here and go to that little brush, cell fill, put it back to white. There we go. Mega Millions, lump sum, comma, annuity, and after-tax payout calculations. So I'm going to assume, there you go. I'll just copy Tuesday, Friday, all the way down. So here I'll just copy that and then paste it. Whoops. There we go. I'll have to change the date, of course. And then take Friday, copy it, paste it. Gosh, what's going on here? Paste it. There we go. So now we got Tuesday, Friday. Oops. Backspace. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah. Tuesday, Friday. What's going on here? All right, anyway, let's get rid of this little equal sign. I can't seem to be, I'm not negotiating this. There we go, yeah. Tuesday, Friday. There we go. Copy. Paste. Now I do that for this. Copy. Paste. So let's just shrink that up a little bit. Tuesday, Friday. And then we're going to copy that. Go down here and paste it. There we go. Now I just have to go in and change the dates because they're going to be into next year. So we have now begun the Mega Millions. So we'll start tracking that one for the next weeks or so that I can show you. So now it's easy, so no one wins the one tomorrow. Then it goes on to next Tuesday, which will be like December 30. Yeah. So it'll be 150 million, I'm guessing. So you just go here. You go just like that. And then you hit copy. You come down here and hit paste. There you go. Now all you got to do is change the number. And we're just going to say it's going to be 150 million. There you go. And you see how all the numbers just strip across to type all the formulas. It's a little goofy because, going down, you got to copy that to there and that to there, to get the Tuesday, Friday thing. And when you get down here, if you run out of rows, let's just hit that. And I can just hit, that whole thing is highlighted. So copy, come down here, paste. Everything is included. Yep. And I can just create another one, paste it. There you go. Copy and paste. So now that's 7. We want to go in the cell here. So this one would be 8. This one is 9. And this one is 10. Will 10 fit in there? There you go. 10 fits. We can expand that row if we have to. We want to expand it a little bit. Come up here. It's row A. It's way up. Whoops. Just slide that over a little bit. There we go. Make that 10 fill in with the black a little bit better. So now we got the last payment. No one won the 100. So on Friday, this coming Friday, it's going to be 125. On Tuesday, that date is going to be the 30th. Right? Because it's 7 plus 23 is 30. You have to be a genius here to work this. And this Friday, 27, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 27, 28, 29. So, let's just check this on a calendar. I happen to have a calendar app. Not there, it's in this one. Right there, fantastical. Alright, so Tuesday is the 30th. And Friday is January 2nd. January, Jan. It was not capitals. With a slash, 02. When I get the dates right. There we go. And into January we go. We simply, see, we can't copy all the way over because then we louse up the Tuesday with the Wednesday business. So I'm going to copy that and come down here and I'm going to paste it. And we'll make this 175 million. We'll just so every time you add 25 million, that thing really jumps up the annuity payment $500,000. Yeah, so if Mega Million grows to 200 million, let's say. I mean, then you got some serious payments here. Anyway, the after tax. I shouldn't even have this column here. I'm gonna sharpen this up. We don't need to have this just tells you you're gonna get 61 million if you're zeroing in on this column. When you present your winning ticket. And then you're gonna have to pay out another 9 million in April. So I may just make this column right here the 37% and shift these over and add, I'd rather have an extra column there showing what the next annuity payment would look like. We'll do that off the air. All right, it's 1 o'clock. Time for you guys to have a regular lunch. We're going to have a late lunch or early dinner. Call it what you want. Marilyn is probably off the phone now, so we'll get me off this thing. Since I've been on an hour with our special Christmas midday edition. And of course tomorrow, I'll get to you in the morning, somewhere between 9 and 10. Depending on the internet, if it cooperates. Doesn't always cooperate. So now you've got a little spreadsheet. We learn all kinds of things on this little show. Yeah. We did a little spreadsheet thing here. And, see if I can get my cursor over here. Oh, there it is. Come on. There we go. I got I got 4 iPads running. Doing different things. This one, oh no. So anyway, that's the full view of the spreadsheet. My make pretend Mega Millions. I may as well do a print screen of that. Just for the hell of it. Back. Okay, always more than one way of skinning a cat. There we go. Do we want to leave? We'll leave these captions up top on there too. Save photo, bingo. And the Powerball, we're just gonna relax that and close this down in a normal fashion. Let's just open it back up and make sure we didn't lose anything. Because this one, we have Mega Millions there. And see, there's the Powerball. And there's the Mega Millions. There you go. We're good. So now we'll shut down that again. Double checking. If it wasn't good, I would really be... because I have to do all that stuff over again. Anyway, I just do that for for our enjoyment is to see how these jackpots. Marilyn's jumping around with a lot of furniture, moving out the dining room table. All right, I'm going to say goodbye. Have a great afternoon. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. See you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.